Alright, what's good? We back with the Boxing Clinic. More, it's your boy CJ Goodfellow out for the car. Sorry if it's a little, sounds of distortions around. I'm not redoing the video once again because, I'm at a funeral. I walked out. I don't like being around people I don't know. I mean, I just, at that point in my life, I'm here supporting my girl and her, or I guess her cousin, whatever. But at the end of the day, I really don't know the people there. So I'd rather just sit in my car. That's just how I'm cut, man. I'm funerals, parties. I'm on a different level mentally of thinking, man. I just really like to keep to myself, to be honest, for the most part. But you know what it is. We back. It's the Boxing Clinic of more. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow giving a brief, one more than a brief water and Anthony Joshua update. What's going on? Shout out to Boxing Ego. I seen a link on his description. Read the article. We'll leave the link in the description. And I got some other intel on there that might be a nice FYI for your information. So, all right. I'm gonna give a brief history about what's going on with Wilder and Joshua, okay, for people that ain't up to speed. What's going on with Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder is this. They was talking about a fight, since last year. Wilder been calling Joshua about a year and a half. So since last year, they sat down in New York, talk. All Eddie Hearn and Barry want to talk about was Wilder fighting Dylan White, because obviously they want to make a UK clash where they control the whole money. They want to control all the money. They don't want to pay somebody else outside of their promotional stable to come over in the UK and fight or have to deal with negotiations. It's an easier fight to make with two of their own fighters, So that's what they wanted Dylan White to fight Wilder. Wilder said, I want to fight Anthony Joshua. That's what the meeting was supposed to be about. And basically ain't nothing get done. And then they talked about it again this year. Eddie Hearn just gave him a flat number, $12.5 million. Said, well, that's a few, 4 or 5 times more than you ever made. But Deontay Wilder said, no, I'm good. That's not enough money for me to come to the UK, especially with all that fishy shit they got coming over there. So he said, no, I'm good. Ain't enough money. You're not going to just give me with a flat fee and y'all keep all the money and the back end money and leave my team out here dry and high and dry. All right. So Anthony Joshua did an interview. Said, if this fight is $100 million or $1 billion, whatever the fuck they said, a $100 million fight, well, give me $50 million right now. And, I'll fight you wherever. I'm paraphrasing. That's basically what he said. Little did he know, it's not smart to negotiate on social media or the internet with a guy like Al Heyman, who's a guy who's been doing music tours and collecting millions for years. Harvard business graduate, Cleveland, Ohio native, and, one of the most dominant man in the sport of boxing right now. When you're talking about behind the scenes work, advisor, manager, promoter, he's the most powerful man in boxing. Like it or not, okay? Currently. So, Al Heyman gave him an offer, and Shelly Finkel, Al Heyman said he got $50 million plus 50% of the revenue on the back end, okay? So then, they were shocked. They said, Eddie Hearn tried to play like he don't know Al Heyman. He said, the money ain't real. The money ain't real. You know what I'm saying? The money ain't real, And, they lying about proof of funds. So then when he finally showed them proof of funds, did he come out and make a press conference saying that the proof of funds was right? No. He did an article I'm doing an article too. He did an article too saying, on the low key tip, like, they provided proof of funds. We just had a few questions. Al answered the questions, and he answered them. For the most part, he answered the questions. Everything was cool. And where we at now is coming a little bit more currently in these publicized social media negotiations is basically we at the part where Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn and Barry Hearn are contradicting themselves. Anthony Joshua just signed a 3-fight extension worth $100 million, okay? And with that extension, he has one more fight on his regular deal left by November. So, obviously Barry and Eddie Hearn want him to fight in the UK. They don't want him to fight Deontay Wilder. They other people, they had the elk of with Mike Tyson and Teddy Atlas coming out hating, don't want to see Deontay Wilder, be top dog. They don't want to see Eddie. They rather have Anthony Joshua do other things with his career, okay? And, now we at the point where, in this article today, Barry Hearn and Eddie, Matchroom, whatever, is telling Deontay Wilder that if you sign to fight Anthony Joshua in the UK, we can just deposit all your money into the account, and you can have your money the same day. We can just send whatever money you want the same day. So basically what they're trying to do now is saying, okay, You know, they can't come up with all the money, man. You know, whatever. And Deontay Wilder asked him for $25 million to come over there and fight. That was his number. At the end of the day, you know, when I go places and I'll go buy cars or buy stuff from people, or I treat it like I'm going to the store. You know, I'm like, all right, if you asking for, you know, $1,000 for these Cartier buffs, you know, I'm gonna bring $1,000. I'm not gonna get there and negotiate with you. I'm asking for my number. If you can produce the number, you can produce it. If not, I'm not coming. You know, that's what the point. Eddie Hearn is acting like, well, Anthony Joshua, excuse me, is acting like he want to fight, okay? Oh, yeah, I want to fight. I can't see me fight nobody. I'm not interested in Povetkin. I'm not interested in this and that, okay? You know, but then you got Eddie and Barry being a bad cop, you know what I'm saying? Good cop, bad cop. Oh, no, you know, we won't really want to fight right now. We want Anthony Joshua. No. You know, we negotiate. You know, it's up to Anthony Joshua. You want to fight in the UK or the US, you know. But it's up to Anthony Joshua. We really don't want him to take the fight. So basically, that's where we at in these negotiations, okay? And today, like I told you, Barry Hearn said in the Sky article I leave in the description that basically they want Deontay Wilder to come over. They're still trying to struggle with this dude to come over here. But the problem is they can't produce the funds. They can't even produce this man the $25 million to come over there, okay? They can't show him that money to come over, $25 million to come over there. $12 million, okay, he got his number. Y'all might say, well, he ain't never made this and that before. Okay, he fine with just walking away from $12.5 million because he knows his worth, okay? He's perfectly fine with that. But the problem is this. You know, y'all can say, well, he said it ain't about the money. Anytime somebody say it ain't about the money, it's bullshit. You know, when you going over to the UK and you going over somebody else's territory and they be setting motherfuckers up over there with controversial judging, controversial refs. I'm not saying it don't happen in America as well, though. Because, but at the end of the day, when you produce the most money for the fight, when you paying the other fighter, you know, your team is paying the other fighter what he's worth, what he asked for, plus more. Why should I take less to accommodate you guys to come to the UK? It's not gonna work like that, okay? You know, I'm showing you the money. Bring y'all asses over here. Well, Deontay's not the A side. Obviously, the A side, whoever got the most money, whoever got the most financial backing, that's the A side. I don't care if you bring 3 belts. Them 3 belts, you know, you can fight 3 times and not make $60 million with Eddie Hearn. That fight deal, really. And not even just that. You know, they guarantee him 100. Okay, let's say they guarantee him 100. Okay, he can make $100 million fighting Wilder, and it's just this one fight because he get 50% of the back end money. So if it does well, he probably can gross. If it really does well and they promote it right, he can gross $100 million easy. That's his 3-fight contract right there. But part of signing him to that extension with Eddie Hearn was not for him not to run off with Al Heyman and feel like he didn't need matchroom after he beat or lost to Deontay Wilder, either or. But, you know, other than that, man, what's going on? Like I said, it's a power struggle. Is it going to be the UK or it's going to be USA? And then now, you know, Anthony Joshua saying I'm still looking at the USA offer and this, but what Eddie and Barry is saying is the UK or nothing. You're going to come over and take the $12.5 million or whatever the new offer was. Probably offer him a little bit more, but it's still like the $25 million because the fight will be done. If you're going to take this 12.5, whatever we offer you, or the fight ain't going to happen at all, Anthony Joshua saying, well, I wouldn't fight. Anthony Joshua probably don't mind coming to the U.S. because of the money for him. That deal is cutting money off of Matchroom. Matchroom will take their cut off top. They don't get the live gate. They don't get none of the pay-per-view back in or nothing like that. All that goes to Joshua, and then it goes back into the investors and Al Heyman Premier Boxing Champions, Lou DiBella, Shelly Finkel pocket, okay? You feel me? So that's the issue. If they would have came with a correct offer to Wilder in the first place, we wouldn't even have got this far. We wouldn't even have got in negotiations like this, man. If they would have gave him a good offer for him and sat down and said, what do you need? What do you want? Yeah. And what people don't look at it is, too, you know, this does nothing for Wilder in the USA, man. This does nothing for his popularity. People in the USA don't know who Anthony Joshua is. This is a great introduction for Anthony Joshua to bust through financially in the USA. I'm trying to tell you, if he go over here and fight, he beat Wilder and they market this fight and promote this fight the right way, he destroys Wilder. I mean, he's not going to go back to the UK. Vegas will not let him. The United States will not let him. He'll get the fight in the Superdome, Cowboy Stadium, you know, Staples Center. Any arena you could think of will pay major money, bigger money than in the UK. And if people talking about the live gates in the UK, show me where a live gate record is in the UK at. In the history books, it ain't there. Even though the T-Mobile Arena fits 20,000 people in it, okay? But it's all high rollers. There ain't no $5, $10, $20 seats, $30 seats. You know, when you talk about a high-profile fight, probably starting about $500. You know, sometimes if it's really, the ticket's really high, the nosebleed is like $1,000. You know, then you got high rollers, high amenities. So, is that as well? You know, basically, man, they trying to force, you know, Wilder to come to the UK, even though, you know, Joshua's probably willing to come to USA. But if he takes the USA deal, Matchroom Promotions is definitely cut out out of promoting and marketing this fight. They take their cut and they get the hell out the way. They don't run the show. They don't control anything. They ain't control the first press tour or nothing. They just control what goes on with the TV rights over there in their country. And then again, when you're thinking about Deontay Wilder in this video off, you know, he fights over in the UK at 5 o'clock. What does that do for his popularity in the A side of boxing, which is America? It does nothing. Them numbers, I think Joshua and Deontay Wilder might crack a million on regular showtime at 5 p.m. It might. At 5 p.m., fights don't do good at 5 p.m., especially around Christmas time in November, December, Thanksgiving, when people shopping and getting ready for the holidays. You know what I'm saying? It does nothing for him. He's not going to blow up because he beat Anthony Joshua over in the UK at 5 p.m. This fight is a Vegas fight, prime time, you know, 11, 12 Eastern Standard Time, you know, in Vegas. But by the way, if this fight does happen in USA, which I don't believe this fight going to happen anyway, Showtime is going to do a reduced pay-per-view card, okay? They're going to do it. It's going to be $50, probably like $55 for HD. So they are accommodating, you know, the fans to kind of make them want to come and buy the fight for a little bit cheaper, okay? So that's the positive thing about it, you know? So they are accommodating the fans, you know, in their pockets with this fight. It's not going to be a $70, $80 Triple G Canelo McGregor Floyd $100 pay-per-view. This is going to be $50 like it was back in the day. So that's positive, man. That's the lowdown, man. I definitely appreciate y'all for rocking out with us. And, you know, you want to talk that shit in the comment section, keep it respectful. And I don't want to hear that fanboy shit, but I'm open to ethering people in the comment section because I try to get to every comment. As y'all see, I'm not one of them pages that just leave y'all high and dry and don't read the comments. So let y'all know I acknowledge every comment unless you say something dumb and ignorant or racist, you get banned. We gone.